John Maxwell, he said that the greatest fool in life is the one who thinks they truly see themselves. And what he was saying is just that we can go through life, even when we go on a journey of self-awareness, right? We still are going to have blind spots.
Right.
And I think that's kind of the first step into what that even looks like is like, well, we might not be aware that we have blind spots. Like what you were saying, that you didn't realize it was insecurity. You know, same thing for me. I was really insecure. I didn't know it was insecurity until later on. And then I would recognize, wow, I've been really insecure.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's something that I didn't know was there. And until I went on the journey of self-awareness, I started recognizing, wow, I have some blind spots.
Right.
And we might be in a place where we feel like we are really self-aware, you know, but as soon as we think that we are fully self-aware, we are probably in the most dangerous place.
Right. Yeah. It's like as soon as you think you've arrived, it probably shows you have a long way to go. Yeah. You know,
as soon as you think you arrived, it shows that you still have a long way to go.
Right.
Yes.
And it's this journey of growing and uncovering more and more of those blind spots, you know? And I think it's a journey that I think God wants us to go on. You know, I think he desires for his children, for his people, to step in to a sense of awareness of ourselves and to know ourselves, if that's the definition based on the emotional health, to truly know oneself. Like God wants us that because it does keep us from so much that God has promised us, right? And so he wants us to step into this journey of uncovering those blind spots. I mean, he sure did it for the Pharisees. I mean, he was pointing out a lot of blind spots in other people. And I would say God, he has nothing hidden. There is no, blind spot for God. And so he is the one that can actually show us where we are blind and open those things up. And he wants us to go on a journey of uncovering that. It says in, what's the verse? It's in Proverbs
25. Verse 5.
Yeah, 20 verse 5, if you want to read it, Daryl.
It says, the intentions of a man's heart are deep waters, but a man of understanding draws them out.
Right. Or the purpose of a man as well. The intentions or the purpose of a man are like deep waters. And it is, a wise man that?
A man of understanding draws them out.
A man of understanding that draws them out, yeah. And I think a lot of those things in us, as we grow, I'm still uncovering so many hidden things that I didn't even know, ways that I operate. But it is a man of understanding or a woman of understanding, of wisdom, to go and draw out those things that are hidden.
That are hidden deep within.
Right. And really, what we were talking about before we started recording is that God wants us to step into a journey of self-discovery, because we are made in his image. And so it kind of goes in like a flow. It's kind of cyclical. The more we know about God, the more we know about ourselves. And likewise, the more that we know about ourselves, the more that we can see the glory and the creation of God, or the intention or purpose of God for our lives. The more we become aware of some of those blind spots and even get to know ourselves, God knows us fully, right? I love that verse in Jeremiah where he says, like, even before you were born, I knew you, right? I formed you. Like I know everything about you. And so actually, speaking about your brain on God, uncovering who we are allows us to think like God, or to see like God, or to know what God knows. It kind of gives us insight into his thoughts or his mind about us, about our created value, about who we were made to be, about his purpose for us, as we start to do the uncovering work of jumping into self-awareness. So it is while it's a physical and a psychological journey of uncovering things that maybe our brain has, covered up from our past or whatever, or the ways that we operate. It is a very, very spiritual and biblical journey to step into. The wise man draws out the intentions and the wills, I would say the character traits, some of the maybe even yucky stuff, the evil stuff, the blind spots out of the heart. It is someone of understanding who goes on the journey to pull those things out to the surface so that they can be seen before God, so we can know ourselves.